So welcome back, donkeys, to the second video of the fastest way to rise trophies by this former 400 in the world guy. If you have not seen my first video, we've talked about how you can improve your skill, ways that I developed myself, which will clearly help you within 10 minutes. You can just watch the 10-minute video. You'll gain so much from this 5-year Brawl Stars player. So let's talk about playing conditions, which is the second category. Now, what playing conditions is there in Brawl Stars? On the public transport, in your car, in your home, in your aircon room, in a quiet area. So many conditions, right? So of course, playing conditions affects your game. Have you ever tried playing in a shopping mall or in a very crowded and noisy environment? Does it affect your gameplay? It kinda does for mine. But what really affects the gameplay is sound. Do you play Brawl Stars with or without sound? I don't know if you do, but I do, because it really gives a lot of useful information. For example, you can hear when someone hypercharged from outside the map. You can hear when someone's recovering. You can hear when someone got eliminated. So you should really on the sound when you're playing Brawl Stars, especially tick. When the enemy throws a tick bomb, you can hear it from outside the map and you can move backwards, in case it hits you from somewhere. And in Brawl Stars, it's all about reaction time. It's how fast you can react to the enemy shots, how fast you can dodge, how fast you get information in your head, how fast you can process it within this 3-minute game. It's very short timing, so you gotta grasp every second of it. So for the first playing condition, ensure you are on your sound when you're playing Brawl Stars. Okay, even though you don't on your sound when you're playing Brawl Stars, you still can play well, but if you want the fastest way, of course, it's the on sound and play. Alright, and I think I have not included in my slides here, but I'll include it right now. For the next one, do not play on shaky environment such as public bars, MRT, where it might cut off and all that. You won't want to halfway rise and then suddenly get cut off. As we will say later in the mentality, doesn't mean you play more means get more trophies. You have to win to get more trophies. So make sure you play in a very quiet, nice environment without distraction. There will be the extra point that just add impromptu. So for the next point, what other playing conditions are there which affects your gameplay? Randoms. Am I right? Randoms. Whether you play randoms and whether you play with friends affects a lot, right? I don't think I need to even say more. So don't play randoms. You must team with your friends with the same caliber, or at least not a burden, so that you can just rise, so that you can rise together. And if you're actually banned in Brawl Stars, then it'll take a while to get used to it. But of course, if you subscribe to my channel, learn all my guides, even though it's not very interactive, as you can see, it's not very interactive. There's not many change in screens or anything. You're just listening to me talk. But whatever I give you, the information I give you will 100% increase your skills really, really fast. So don't play randoms. Team up with friends that are at least not a burden. Now, if you don't really have friends, then the only thing I can recommend you is to join an active club where you're around the middle of the ranking. Make sure you're not the bottom of the ranking, because that means maybe nobody wants to play with you. And make sure you're not top of the rankings, means you're just playing with people who are maybe not as good as you. Join an active club where you're around the middle of the ranking. So people who are lower than you are not that low compared to you, and they might be willing to play with you. And people who are higher than you, they are okay with playing with you also. And maybe you can rise faster with them too, since they are better players. So team up with friends at the same caliber. And to summarize the second category, which is playing conditions, on your sound in Brawl Stars so that you can increase your reaction time when you hear information in the game. Next, do not play in bad environments such as shaky bars, train, bad signals. And last but not least, for the second category, team up with your friends at the same caliber. And if you have no friends, join an active club. Or you can also join my Discord below. Hopefully we can have a community together where people can find each other, they are not too bad in and they can play. But if you guys are the first few in my Discord, I can help you. I got Smurf account also, I can just help you guys. Trying to make a community, if I can even make a community out of this. And we'll move on to the next category, which is true showdown until you're good with 1v1. Actually, with this category, is in itself a point. Not really a category, but I think it's big enough to really be a category. This is something that I used in the past to rise really, really fast at the beginning stage when I just started Brawl Stars 4 to 5 years ago. Showdown really increases your 1v1 skills. It kind of improves your natural instinct to not auto aim, but to manually aim, since you're more focused. But now also, since there's so many more brawlers now, 79 or 80 brawlers or 81 brawlers. Showdown really depends on who you pick. Not really about skills anymore. But clearly, if you're in the 500 range, it's still all about skills. Maybe when you go about 750, people have all the star power, gadget, hypercharge. Then maybe it's not really about skills, it's about whether the brawler counter you or not. But yeah, there are still brawlers who you can use in Showdown to improve your own skill. But if you're really good at 1v1, then just go and quickly find friends, play knockout or brawl. It's more about skill level, especially knockout or wipeout. It's more about 1v1. It's about 1v1 and all that. I really recommend using the Showdown to improve your skill in 1v1. It's a really good and interesting route when I was rising really fast to top 400 in the world. And we'll now cover the fourth category, which is focused on rising lower trophy brawlers. Like what I said in my first video, I don't know why a lot of 30k or 40k rise to rank 35 when there are so many brawlers that are not risen yet. And if you're doing that when you want to increase your trophies fast, that's not the right way. I mean, it makes sense, right? Your lower trophy brawler will be easier to rise than some rank 30 to rank 35. That would take maybe 10 good brawlers to rise all the way to like 500, you know, the equivalent of rising a rank 30 to rank 35, unless you have really good teammates. So for focus on rising lower trophy brawlers, pick a trophy target to hit for every brawler. Now, to know what's the trophy target you want to hit for every brawler, you see what's the trophy you can hit without teaming up comfortably. So, for example, if you can pick a 600 trophy brawler and win with randoms, then that can be the target you set for each of your brawler. If you're comfortable with playing 750 trophies with randoms and still winning, then 750 should be a target. You know what I'm talking about. So that's one way. Second way is make every brawler rise to 50 trophy below your highest. Because you have rise to, for example, 900 before, 850 for each other brawler shouldn't be a problem. Unless some foundation is going on, something wrong is in there. If not, that should be fine. But I want to caution each and every of you guys to not go higher than 900. Because if you go higher than 900, season will just reset, right? And then all your progress from 900 to whatever is just gone. And it's way harder to climb 900 to 1000 or rank 35. So don't go higher than 900 if you're not very strong yet. If you're very strong, I don't know why you're listening to this. If you're top 1 in the world listening to this, comment down below. I want to know you. It's pretty funny. And for the last point, I think it has been quite a long recording. Alright, so we'll end it right here. In this video, we've talked about playing conditions, which is owning your sound, teaming up with friends, joining an active club, don't playing in a shaky environment, make sure you're playing in a very steady, comfortable environment, not in a noisy environment. For the next category, we talk about choosing Showdown until you're good with 1v1. Though now Showdown really depends on the brawler selection, but I highly recommend it for players who are below 500 trophies to play Showdown until you're pretty good at it. And the last one we talked about today is focus on rising lower trophy brawlers, which is where you have to, when I talked about this, you have to set a goal. You have to set a goal on the number of trophies you want to reach per day. For example, you want to reach like 300 trophies per day, 400 trophies per day. You have to set a goal. If you are really serious about rising, you have to set a goal. And I'm asking you to also pick a trophy target to hit for every brawler. So that once you hit it, you go on to the next brawler. Don't keep pushing the same brawler until you're above 900. Okay, no way you should be going above 900 trophies. We'll talk about the last category, mentality in Brawl Stars, to quickly rise trophies in the next video. Do support my mug. If you're from the US, it's on a 20% discount right now. It should cost about 30 plus US maybe, with free shipping. But I guarantee it's good. It's cool, it's good, it's very cooling. Thank you, see you next video.